doesn't take a whole lot, does it?
And my goodness, another interception. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
A penalty is declined.
Time running out here on the play clock. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Offside. Defense. Still first down.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Steps away to his left. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Oh, well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's
you know
go.
I like to do that
Let's
randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they had been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
Third down and 5. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To the ground. This time it's Hillman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. And tough starting field position here. They come up in an offset eye. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
It got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for New England. 66 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Brady throwing on second down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Caught by Amendola. Patriot touchdown. Danny Amendola, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a first down throw, Sanchez. Sanders has it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Sanchez now on second down. Out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Let's go now.
Throwing on third down, Sanchez. Dancing to his left. This is caught inside the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Red zone opportunity. Sanchez on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Back to the air. Sanchez on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Hey, let's go.
To the air once more. Sanchez. And that's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. On the return now, here's Keyshawn Martin. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. So he didn't start this one the way he wanted to, but yeah, he's so elite, been through so many of these battles. Hard to keep him down for an extended period of time.
And to demonstrate just how unusual this start was for him, our guy Marvin handed us some statistics that showed us he doesn't do this very often. What we're seeing now, though, that's what we're used to seeing. He made an adjustment, and boy, it's working really well.
Back to his old form. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Okay, I think we can safely agree. That's not a call you see very often on 1st and 10.
Ever.
I mean, man,
who calls a
that?
first down sneak?
I guess the best we've probably seen is a first down quarterback draw.
Right.
Yeah, but not a sneak. But they did gain yards.
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
To throw, it's Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it. C.J. Anderson, 30, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, an 80-yard touchdown.